Hi guys, Roxanne, Tiny Home Living here. We had a little chicken drama today. We came home from our neighbors and one of the chickens was laying down and we put him by the feed. He wouldn't stand up. Took him out of the chicken tractor because we were moving it. Laid him in the grass by a tree and he died there. So we kept an eye on him and butchered him right away, and because it's just one chicken and we weren't planning on doing this today, we're trying to do other things. We decided to butcher him, and I heated up some water really quickly, heated him up and just plucked him by hand. Now, this is my first time plucking a chicken by hand, so that was kind of funny. I think I cooked him a tiny bit long because the skin tore a bit. I was trying to stick his feet down in the pot so I could tell when he was in the water long enough, but I did check the temperature of the water and get it at the right temperature and all that kind of stuff, but I was preoccupied with getting his feet in the water so I could tell when he was ready, and I just took it out because I thought, well, that's long enough. So, and it was, the skin tore a little bit, but so we just gutted it, and I'm just finishing off the last feathers inside because it's such a hot day and I didn't want to do this out in the sun. So I brought him in, put him in some cold water so you can see what a messy chicken plucker I am. Where's I'm not very good when I'm not looking at the camera. Okay, so there is my poor little chicken, and it was one of the smaller ones. Now, of course, under most circumstances I would be worried about eating something that has died, but we were there before he died, and didn't want to slaughter him because, you know, why cause him pain. Now Chris had just switched to a different feed that you mix with water, and it's like really thick oatmeal. So his craw was full, like really packed, and of course you don't want that when you're slaughtering your chickens. We've watched enough videos about that, but it was really full. So I'm thinking maybe this stuff didn't have enough water because it was so thick. So we're going to add some water to it. The other ones are all fine. So, and this one seemed a little bit on the small side, and he had some sores on his head where I think the other chickens were pecking him. So maybe that's why he's a little bit of a smaller one. Anyway, didn't plan on doing this today. Trying to get the finish mower onto the tractor and get the grass mowed because it is absolutely out of control here. It is so long and needs to be done. And I have to go out with the little mower, the little push mower, and do around the little trees so they don't get chopped by the big mower. So, like I said, didn't plan on doing this. I was up at the neighbor's this morning learning how to make kombucha. She cut her SCOBY in half, gave me half, and helped me make my first batch. And so that was kind of fun. I might end up making a video about that because I've wanted to do it for a very long time. I've read about all the health benefits and everything, but it's really nice to have somebody that's sort of interested in all the same stuff and was willing to give me half her SCOBY and get some kombucha made. Not only that, look at this. I got more rhubarb, and I took the seed pod off the top. So I bought a book last fall about saving seeds. So again, that's another whole video one of these days. But I was really happy to get that seed pod because it's just practice. I want to learn how to save seeds, and so that's good practice. Anyway, I gotta finish pulling the last of the feathers off this poor little guy and get him ready for dinner. I had taken a chicken out for dinner to roast, and so I guess we're having a fresh one instead. But like I said, we didn't end up slaughtering him the conventional way because he was almost dead. So anyway, some of those things that a lot of people don't like to talk about, but it's just a part of life. And like I said, I'm new at all this, and my chicken looks pretty mangy. I'm gonna finish getting I am amazed at how easy it is to pull the feathers out. Like, that's why you put them in the hot water. So I am really amazed at that. It's just I was wearing rubber gloves to slaughter it the first time because, again, you're trying to get the gallbladder, you're trying to get all the glands and all that stuff out without bursting it, because we didn't plan on doing this, so they hadn't gone 2 days without feed and all that kind of stuff, which normally we would do, like everybody advises you to do. So anyway, I will let you know how this little chicken tastes. Doesn't get any fresher than that. But yeah, just a little interruption in the day, and that just seems to be the way it goes. And again, another day where, you know, I have a summer top on, and then I was out plucking the chicken and I was freezing, and now it's cloudy. It'll be sunny in another half an hour. So one of those back and forth days. We're hoping the wind dies down enough to get that ground cover down. We got to get the garden planted. So anyhow, just wanted to update you guys. Like I said before, like and subscribe. Share this video with your friends and family if you're interested in following along with us. And hit the notification bell. But the best thing you can do to help us is share this video with your friends and your family. And follow along with us. By the way, we had a hard time getting the tractor, the finish mower, out of the shed with all of my lumber in the way. That's, like I said before, you know, you get the stuff, I have to get it while the getting's good, and now it's in the way every time you go to do something. Well, there you go, guys. I'm done plucking my very first chicken ever. So glad. I've joked before about never throwing anything away, and I am so glad I had those tweezers that I dragged back and forth across the country for the last 20 years, because I did finish them off with some tweezers that were really not much good for anything anymore. So like I said, I had the chicken in the water just a little too long, so the skin on the legs is a little torn, but I'm pretty happy with that. It was a little finicky getting like the tiniest feathers that were like hairs, but I think it's good experience either way. Not perfect by a long stretch, but I'm glad I did it. It's, you know, rather than only ever using the plucker, I think it's good to know how to do this too, especially if you just need to do one quickly like what we did today. So there we go. I'm going to put what is it called? Oh yeah, Montreal chicken spice. I'm going to put Montreal chicken spice on it, and I love my Le Creuset cookware. Put it in the cast iron. It turns out, well, even the store-bought chickens turn out so moist and tender, and so that's how I always cook them anyway. That's how I'm going to cook this one, and pretty happy with this. So now it's time to get out my arse outside and mow some grass. Gotta make myself more useful today. Well, I am absolutely exhausted now. I had a shower. That chicken is cooked. Just waiting for some spinach. I am tuckered right out. We got all of this grass cut. We're leaving this for the chickens, the chicken tractor. Got up both sides of the little trees here done, and the whole front of the yard, and up by the driveway. So that's done. And the chickens, we moved the tractor again, so they're happy. Some of them are getting so big. We're getting pretty close here. I think we might leave them another couple of weeks. But these ones do tend to have a problem. If they get too heavy, their legs go out from under them. I don't think that's what happened to the other one, because he was a small bird. But got cut around the new little trees there, and tomorrow I have to do out back again where we call the orchard. But I don't know about those little trees at the front and these little ones. I don't know if they're alive or not. We had so much rain last year and I was so excited about them. But it seems like a lot of them might be dead. It's like the buds came out and then nothing. A lot of them are rusty and a lot of them are dry. But you can see all this grass. I think we'll cut over there. That's the raspberry bushes in the background there too, the wild ones. So I'm going to go through those again. But we're going to leave this grass here. It's so nice and long. We're going to just drag the chicken tractor through here. But I am absolutely tuckered out. I already had my shower. Sweaty, dirty. I had chicken blood splattered on me and felt really gross. So I'm gonna go in and eat that little chicken bird now, and go out back and mow tomorrow. It's just a beautiful evening, but the wind hasn't died down enough, and I'm too tuckered out to even try to lay down that ground cloth. Forget it. This old woman is... I've already poured a drink actually, and gonna have supper and rest the rest of the evening, and get back at it tomorrow. Look at these guys. They come running now when they hear our voices because they think they're going to get some clover. Chris gave them some grass yesterday, and they will peck at it, but they want clover. They're getting spoiled. There's Rusty. Me? I just called them chicken, chicken, chicken. Like I said, I don't know I couldn't possibly name them. And I don't see Rusty. We put some more straw in there for them. But it is just such a beautiful day. Really happy to have some nice weather. Oh, there's somebody pooping right where we're going to be walking. Awesome. I do not know what to do with this mess. I think I'm going to have to switch the beaver blade back over to the string trimmer. Look at this little tree. Since we planted it, all the skins have popped off. It's funny, these wild trees have done so well, and the ones, all the store-bought ones, look terrible. I'm not even sure if they're alive. There's another dead tree that's gonna have to be... Oh, it's still really prickly in here. And look at this. The skins are ready to pop off. This one, all of these wild ones that we got off Bob and Rita's property are doing so well. And all of the store-bought ones are crap. Absolute crap. So I don't know what we're going to do about that. Chris has got the first roll of ground cover out here. Oh, look at that dog walking right through the dirt again. Anyway, we've got the ground cover one roll out. I think, like I said, I do have a lot more than what I need. This is flattened down so nicely after Bob came over it with the harrow, and it rained after that too, so just awesome. We could end up expanding the garden up here a little if we wanted. And now you can see all the little trees we planted last year now that the grass is cut. But like I said, I don't know if these things are even alive. I thought they were doing really, really well. And now I'm not sure if they're even alive. And yet, all the wild ones that we just did are absolutely awesome. And so healthy. Some of the ones down there by the tiny house out the kitchen window are going to have to be staked because of that horrendous wind we had last week. And it comes through quite often too. So you can see how nice this tree line looks. And like I said, it's just going to be so much nicer once you get evergreens growing all through there. And then again, hopefully evergreens on the other side of the property here. Look at that bad dog just trying to decide what she's going to get into now. Well guys, we had our little chicken for dinner. I have to say, I'm actually kind of disappointed. Maybe I'm just used to eating grocery store crap, but we actually ate a couple of wild turkeys that were on our property in Ontario, and I was really surprised because there was no white meat. It was all like the breast meat, everything was brown, but the breast meat was the tenderest meat I had ever eaten. It was just amazing as far as turkey goes. This chicken was a little stringy to me, and I don't know if that's because of it dying and us having to slaughter it really quickly or not. So if anybody has any idea, whether it's the feed, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm not used to it. But anyway, I was a little surprised and a little disappointed. But anyway, we got a lot of grass cut today. I did this part here, and we got all on the other side of the driveway, the front, around all these little trees. You can see the flag now. It's completely straight, drooped. I love this time of day. It was like this in Ontario too, this time of day after supper. The wind dies down, it's so beautiful. And anyway, I am absolutely exhausted. I had to have a shower before supper because I was covered in chicken blood and splattered with it, and so much dirt and grass and everything on me. So I feel a lot better now, but I'm absolutely exhausted after cutting all this grass in the hot sun. Tomorrow I'm going to have to do back where we call the orchard, because I just cut it days ago and it's absolutely overgrown again. So mind you, I did put the blade up because it was the first cut of the year, but yeah, gotta cut back there again. So anyway, Chris is still, you can hear the tractor, he's still out mowing and getting as much as he can done while the weather's like this. It's nice not having it all blowing in your face too while you're cutting. So anyway, the chickens are all happy. We moved the tractor again. They've got fresh grass again. And I think my next project is going to be to come through here again with the DR with the beaver blade on to get the stuff that I've missed. And then I will switch it back over to the head for the string trimmer and try and clear this down so that it's going to be easy to maintain after that. Other than that, oh, I can smell something good and I don't know what it is here. Something from the trees. Hopefully get that fabric on the garden tomorrow. Bob, our neighbor, was going to help today, but he hurt himself. All us old people trying to do things that we might have been good at 30 years ago. But he was trying to cut a tree that fell today with his chainsaw. And I think Chris is going to go up there tomorrow with his big chainsaw, his big boy chainsaw, because Bob had a little boy chainsaw. So hopefully by the time they get that done, it'll be time to get this ground cloth done, because we're going to be going into the first week in June here, so that's pretty late to get stuff planted. Anyway, like I said again, like and subscribe, follow along with us, hit the notification bell, and share this video with your friends and family. That'll be a big help to us. See you next time.